NaveGreed just pulled off the most mechanically perfect act of Spire I've ever seen. It starts against the eel. He splits the eel, and then the turn before the big attack, he retains his hand and does something I would never think to do. Nothing. This does two things. It gives him the highest odds of redrawing the blade, and allows him to play all of his attacks with vulnerable, setting up a perfect lethal. Then check out this play against Skulking Colony. Turn 1 he trades in instead of full blocking, and that sets up the coolest lethal. He drops the colony down to 23, and I didn't know this, but apparently the damage cap for Skulking Colony resets on the player turn and the enemy turn, so he sneaks in 3 damage with Bronze Scale, setting up another perfect lethal. So that's 2 pixel perfect escapes on turns where he's about to take huge hits, and that's just the appetizer, because what happens next is so cool. The next few floors he takes and upgrades Tyranny, and then hits this shop. What are you taking here? A potion to get through the act, orbit for output, card remove? Nope. Unupgraded, block common, and no card remove. I've noticed that top players have been buying card remove less aggressively since the prices went up. You can only afford to buy card remove so many times in a run now, and if you're confident in your deck, you're often better served by saving money for later. But how can you be confident on 21 health heading into the Waterfall Giant? For perspective, my stance on Act 1 boss fights is largely the same as Jorb's. You need health to spend.
So I started playing a little bit more conservatively with my health in Act 1, just kind of making sure that I went into the boss fight with 40 plus health. And that genuinely just made me die a lot less.
Now, I don't say any of this to dunk on Jorbs at all. I'm actually like the biggest Jorbs fan. It's just that, in my understanding, I cannot imagine being on 21 health facing Waterfall Giant and consider doing anything other than click on the rest button. But let's hear NaveGreed talk about it.
Tyranny does like pseudo solve it at some point, but I don't really have a lot of block. Eventually I can just play like Refined Blade, Convergence every single turn, and then my block turn can be like Cloak of Stars, Glow, Cloak of Stars.
So let's break down the game plan. Step 1, put Tyranny into play and exhaust all the garbage. Step 2, start looping Convergence and Refined Blade every turn. The idea being that if your deck is small enough, you can pay for these once, and then they pay for themselves for every turn after that. Step 3, have your whole deck in hand so that when Waterfall Giant's bomb goes off, you can go Cloak, Glow, Cloak. And when you frame it like this, the next step is clear. Upgrade Cloak of Stars. The upgrade gives you 6 block on the bomb turn alone, not to mention the other turns of the fight and the other fights of the run. The fight itself starts out very dirtily. He puts Tyranny into play, exhausts a strike every turn, and doesn't do much else. I would be tempted here to cash in blade damage, but with NaveGreed's game plan, it's not a race. It's a destination. Here it's turn 5 and the Waterfall Giant is at basically full health, but he just keeps looping Convergence and Refined Blade. And you can see the progression. Turn 8, 4 energy. Turn 9, 5 energy and our whole deck in our hand for the first time. Turn 10, 6 energy, Waterfall Giant on 159, and believe it or not, another perfect lethal.
Basically the fight exactly as I envisioned it. I literally said this exact turn.
Truly the Magnus Carlsen of the Spire.